The winter session is coming to an end. Today, our elected MPs were supposed to seriously talk about the poison millions of Indians are forced to breathe every single day. They were supposed to discuss a public health emergency that has affected the health of our children and has turned the national capital into a gas chamber. But instead of debating pollution, Lok Sabha descended into noise, ruckus and paper throwing. The House was adjourned and India was denied a debate it desperately needed. Why do we elect these representatives to work for us or to put their ego above our pain? Do these politicians even deserve our votes when our most basic right to breathe becomes a non-issue for them?
मेरा पूरा भाषण तैयार था, लेकिन अब शायद अगले सेशन में हो जाएगी, तब बोलेंगे।
हाउस एडजर्न कर दिया, अब ये सुनते कहाँ हैं? ये सुनते थोड़े ही ना।
आपको लग रहा है कि सरकार इस पर डिबेट करेगी? आपका
लगता नहीं।
Pollution, no solution. That seems to be the situation.
अच्छा, एक बात बताओ, ये जितने भी सज्जन लोग हैं, ये कुर्सी पे बैठे हैं। ये अगर कुर्सी पे खड़े हो गए तो आप और मैं बात कर सकते हैं क्या?
हाँ, मतलब हंगामा हुआ।
हंगामा नहीं हुआ, कुर्सी पे खड़े हो गए। अब एक बात बताओ, मैं तो अभी एनवायरमेंटल साइंस की बात कर रहा हूँ, मुझे लग रहा है कांग्रेस को सिविक सेंस भी सिखाना चाहिए।
Let's open this up. We have Dr. Anil Gupta, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Karan Verma continues to be with us on the broadcast. Columnist Suhail Seth joins us along with Somnath Bharti, former Minister of Law, Tourism and Culture and senior leader of the Aam Aadmi Party. Dr. Gupta, I want to just quickly cite what MoS Environment said. He said, there is no conclusive data available, and this was a reply in Rajya Sabha. There is no conclusive data available to establish a direct correlation of death exclusively by air pollution. Health effects of air pollution are synergistic manifestation of factors which include food habits, occupational habits, socio-economic status, medical history, immunity, heredity, etc., 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 etc. of the individuals. Why are you taking these measures if it really, is about a lot of factors impacting an individual? One. Two, and is this the reason why the government is also relaxed कि ठीक है हंगामा करते रहो, हमको नहीं करना है डिबेट इस पे?
The government is not relaxed. Government is working 24/7 on this issue. We are in Delhi power since February. Since first day, our chief minister, all ministers, our MLAs are on the toes. They are on the roads. We are in fact cleaning all the roads. We are working on the dust mitigations. We are working on this elimination. But we got all these things from this legacy of last 26 years. Still, we have not completed our job. And we mentioned before the election that cleaning the air is not a one-day job. As compared to the previous year, still slightly better, but it is very poor. I must admit this thing. And we need some more time to this thing. But when Parliament today wanted to discuss, who disturbed the Parliament? All these India lines, they disturbed, they did not allow. They have time to discuss SIR or election reform. But we wanted to discuss. There is an expert committee of the Delhi government which consists of IITians, AIMS senior professionals. Nobody is interested in giving any suggestion to them. So they just want to create a trouble.
Okay.
They
just want to create trouble and you're working day and night. They just want to create trouble. You're working day and night. Before I go across to Somnath Bharti, everybody is working day and night, 24/7, doing a lot from day one, from the word go. But this menace is just far from over. We are all breathing the same poison, same talk. Do you see the seriousness in the commitment, the assurances and action? Suhail Seth?
So here's the thing, Swati. The irresponsible behavior of our politicians is now for all of us to see. And it is not newly irresponsible. I have a lot of respect, faith, and belief in Narendra Modi, who very rightly has talked about India's place on the global stage. But it is his government, the chief ministers of various states, who let him and India down. A. Mr. Gupta made a very interesting point. He says our chief minister and our ministers are on the road. They could be hanging from a ladder or jumping on a tree for all I care. The problem, Mr. Gupta, is we are not interested in seeing them on the roads doing natak with brooms. Solutions have to be provided. And let me give you solutions, because you rightly said that, there are no solutions. Number one, after AQI hits abysmally poisonous levels, you declare work from home. You could have done that earlier, but you were sleeping on the job. Number two, vehicular population and vehicular density in terms of its contribution to pollution is extremely high. Again, you have taken no steps. You may abuse Arvind Kejriwal, you may say whatever you have to, but the odd and even day traffic movement was created during the Aam Aadmi Party's time. And I'm no a believer in Aam Aadmi. Somnath knows that. I don't care about any of these political parties. Number three, the Delhi government came to power in February saying that we will change things. Now you have gone back into history saying for 26 years, nothing happened. Why don't we go back to 1947? Actually, a better time would be 1857. You know, you can keep going back in history. I can quote that during Manu's time when he wrote Manu Smriti 3,800 years ago, there was no AQI. So the point, Dr. Gupta, is do not treat people and your electorate like idiots. We're not stupid. We are patient, but our patience is being tested. But you know what you're doing in the process, and I don't mean you, Dr. Gupta, I mean the political parties, all of them. You are destroying Indians. You're destroying brand India. Isn't it a matter of great shame, Dr. Gupta, that international missions, embassies operating out of Delhi have to send out advisories saying, please don't step out, don't come out? Is this being fair to children who are not being allowed to go to school? Senior citizens who can't go for a walk? Medical emergencies are not being created, are not being called. Every time you lie, one of your colleagues, a very dear friend of mine who passed away, Arun Jaitley, used to famously say, the business of running parliament is not the opposition's. It is the business of the government. If you can't run parliament, shut parliament down. We are paying for parliament. Parliament's running costs are 5.5 crores a day.
Right.
So, Dr. Gupta, and I mean Dr. Gupta and Mr. Bharati and Somnath I've known for ages. It is not my business to be accusatory. I'm only showing you the mirror. People are desperately fed up. They don't believe you. They don't respect you. You may still win. See, the problem in India is elections come at a time when there is no AQI.
Absolutely.
And people even are bereft of their right.
Absolutely. And that's why promises are made that the air quality index will be improved. We'll find a solution to this. And now that governments are formed, we start calling it a legacy issue. Somnath Bharti, just because you're not in power does not mean you'll be let off. BJP says this is a legacy issue. When you were in power, you kept blaming other states and said कि अरे पराली जल रही है, stubble burning हो रहा है. The moment you form a government there, वो issue खत्म हो जाता है. And before you can bring in parali, just want to quickly tell you, scientists say seasonal crop fires are burning later in the day than in previous years. Attempts being made to hoodwink that satellite as well.
Swati ji, I think what Suhail ji has said, you should have possibly understood what is the actual issue. The actual issue is the first acceptance that yes, there is a problem. Unless so far till yesterday, only yesterday, Mr. Sirsa has apologized for inaction of BJP Delhi government. For the first time, he said there is a problem and I apologize that yes, we have not been able to fix it. Second thing, look at the way AQI monitoring stations have been put on an upper cap. There is an upper ceiling of 500. So they cannot even report beyond 500. Agencies have been stopped that they cannot report beyond 500 figure at all. Then perception, they're trying to create a perception that yes, there is no problem. Why? How are they doing it? They are using water sprinklers on the AQI monitoring stations. They are, trying to, they had shut down the AQI monitoring stations in the night of Diwali, so that the figures don't come out at all.
Okay.
So first and foremost, Swati ji, I'm humbly, because I have two little children in Delhi. Right. And we all have our children and families in Delhi. So we have to first accept there is a problem, and then the solution starts. As far as the, Punjab goes, because my friend from BJP has been saying Punjab stubble burning is going on. Punjab this year has reported stubble burning, down to 5%.
And I just told you what the scientists are
95%
citing.
have been fixed.
I just told you what the scientists are also citing. No, I want to accommodate Karan Verma as well. Sir, 1 second. I just want to accommodate Karan Verma as well before, the time comes to wrap up the debate. Karan Verma, perhaps political parties really need to be barred from making promises that they can never fulfill. Pollution nahi khatam hoga, accept kar lo. Because you are not offering any solution. You're not doing anything despite getting the mandate of people.
It's the single biggest disgrace that all political parties can bring to our great country. I think if we cannot provide clean water and clean air to our citizens, it's a shame. It's a collective shame of political parties across the board, Swati. Yes, we can nitpick on who's more responsible, who could have done a better job, who stayed in power for 11 years and still do anything and is now waxing eloquent. We can call out all the hypocrisies. But the truth is that now we have the BJP, which is in power, the MCD, the state government, the central government, they cannot go back to what Kejriwal did. Kejriwal has been elected out for a reason. He could not solve this crisis in 11 years. He could not even use the money that was there in the environmental cess. So yes, he did a lousy job at it. That's why people voted him out. But now you've been in power for 9 months. Sir, we expect, Dr. Gupta, we expect much better from you. There's a reason why people voted you in. So let's not resort to this whataboutery and let's come up with a plan. July, August, September, they were the cleanest, Swati. As per records, the cleanest in the last 11 years. Maybe Mr. Sirsa thought that trend would continue, but he clearly had no plan for October, November. That has fallen flat. He needs to come up with a plan, and the Prime Minister needs to have
Is there a plan, Dr. Gupta? Because then you hear the Chief Minister say, "Aap carpooling kar lijiye, aap public transport ko use kar lijiye." Wo bhi, you put it on people only. You just do this so that you can give some clean air and environment to your children. Wo bhi hamari hi zimmedari hai. It's our responsibility.
No. There is a CAQM in Delhi, Commission for Air Quality Management, which rules for GRAB 1, 2, 3 and 4. All these measures are being taken as per their instruction, as per their advice. And government has to follow. That is a quasi-judicial authority and being formed. That was there before, in the time of Kejriwal Sahab also. One more thing. I never expected Somnath ji to speak lie in front of the national channel. And they can abuse me, but they should not. He should not abuse the scientists of the CPCB and DPCC.
Okay, but I'm talking about proactive measures. When you take action after the problem arises, I'm talking about proactive measures. Who else wants to come in very quickly?
Just want to say 3 things. Sirsa is good for Delhi because he has crossed the Rubicon in accepting there's a problem. Now we need solutions. We don't need, blatant hyperbole that this will happen, that will happen.
Yes.
Number 2, Swati, the citizen is at fault as well. We disobey laws. If this is the case, then penalize people, create fiscal penalties. Number 3, it is my considered view that the government is not serious because I haven't seen the Union Minister for Environment unless he too is lost in this haze. If I were him, instead of attending summits by newspapers, he should have addressed a press conference where he would have said, A, these are the problems, B, these are the solutions, C, this is long-term, short-term, immediate term. Right. Have you heard him? No, because these people are arrogant. Their power and absolute power has consumed their senses so much. That is my worry. Okay. My worry is that the BJP is also behaving like every political party and yet comes to the election platform saying we are different. Where is the difference?
Where is the difference, as Suhail said? And, we have to wrap up the debate now. I'm completely out of time. You take our votes, you take our taxes as well. But at least give us clean air. Take some measures because whether power or arrogance, you're breathing the same air as we are. We are all getting impacted. So stop saying there are multiple factors and no direct correlation between the air pollution and the lung diseases. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us.